When you scroll through a sea of projector listings, the numbers look amazing: 200 lumens, WUXGA resolution, a sleek white shell that promises to blend into any office. Yet the moment you hook it up, the image can look washed out, the focus drifts, and you're left wondering whether you just bought a paperweight. I've been there, and that's why I'm doing this deep dive before you hit add to cart. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. The Panasonic VMZ51 is marketed as a compact, lightweight laser projector that can throw a bright picture onto a wall even when the lights are on. In practice, that claim matters most for people who can't control ambient light. Think conference rooms with fluorescent fixtures, university lecture halls that stay bright for safety, or a home office that doubles as a media room during the day. If you're the type who plans to dim the room completely and sit in a dark theater, you might find the brightness a double-edged sword. It's more than enough, but the extra light can make blacks look gray and reduce the perceived contrast. What makes this unit stand out is the 5200 lumens rating combined with an LCD panel that actually delivers the full 1920x1200 pixel grid of WUXGA. Most budget business projectors stop at 1080p, so you get a little extra vertical space, useful when you need to show spreadsheets or detailed engineering drawings without scrolling. In a real-world test, projecting a 24-inch laptop screen onto a 10 by 6 foot wall gave me crisp text and clean lines, even from the back of a medium-sized meeting room. The image stayed uniform across the whole surface. There were no noticeable hot spots, which is something you often see with cheaper DLP units that rely on a single lamp. The compact and lightweight claim isn't just marketing fluff. At just under 10 pounds and a chassis that fits into a standard briefcase, the VMZ51 can be moved from a boardroom to a classroom in a single trip. That portability translates into real savings for small businesses that need a single projector for multiple sites. The quick-release mounting brackets let you set it on a table, mount it ceiling up, or even sling it from a portable screen stand without needing a full-size tripod. I tried the ceiling mount in a 12-foot-high room, and the alignment was straightforward thanks to the built-in keystone correction. The adjustment range covers most short-throw scenarios, but if you need a true ultra-short throw to sit inches from the wall, you'll have to look elsewhere. Wireless connectivity is another practical perk. The built-in Wi-Fi lets you stream directly from laptops, tablets, or even a smartphone without pulling a VGA or HDMI cable through a maze of office wiring. In a live demo, I pushed a PowerPoint deck from an iPad, and the latency was negligible, perfect for a presenter who flips slides with a tap. The downside is that the wireless module uses the same bandwidth as the video stream, so in a crowded office Wi-Fi environment you might see a brief hiccup if several devices are competing for the same channel. For a dedicated presenter laptop hooked up via HDMI, the picture stays rock solid. Now, let's talk about who should actually consider this projector. If you run a small to medium business that does regular client presentations, need a device that can handle bright rooms, and value the ability to move it around quickly, the VMZ51 checks the boxes. It's also a solid pick for educators who want to display detailed diagrams or high-resolution video without buying a full-size cinema projector. The laser light source means you won't have to replace a lamp every couple of years, which cuts long-term operating costs, a real advantage for budget-conscious institutions. On the flip side, if you're a home theater enthusiast looking for deep blacks, cinematic contrast, and a projector that thrives in a dark, dedicated media room, this isn't the best match. The 5200 lumens will overwhelm a dim environment, and the LCD panel, while bright, doesn't achieve the same black level as a high-contrast DLP or laser phosphor unit designed for dark rooms. Also, the lack of 4K native resolution means you won't get that ultra-sharp detail on large screens, which could be a deal-breaker if you plan to project 4K content regularly. Another practical weakness is the fan noise. Because a laser source still generates heat, the cooling fan runs constantly at a medium speed. In a quiet conference room, the hum is noticeable but not distracting. Think of it like an air conditioner in the background. In a small classroom where students are trying to focus on a lecture, the sound can become a mild annoyance, especially if you're using the projector at the back of the room where the speaker's voice already competes with ambient noise. Overall, the Panasonic VMZ51 delivers what it promises: a bright, WUXGA sharp image in a package you can lug around. Its strengths lie in real-world brightness, easy wireless streaming, and the flexibility to mount it in multiple ways without a heavyweight chassis. The trade-offs are the lack of ultra-short throw, modest contrast in dark settings, and a fan that you'll hear.